121212. Boy, that's better.
What are you running, Spark?
Hey, what's going on? It's a 13898B Midland base station. Hold on. Just getting her warmed up.
Yeah, well, that thing's loud. Pretty good.
Yeah, I remember now. This radio, the carrier drifts around a little bit.
10-4, describe what that thing looks like. Delaware's standing by.
Yeah, it looks like an old stereo, like something you'd have in your house for like, you know, an old receiver. Kind of a silver brushed aluminum face.
Roger that. Does that have black inlay plastic on it with analog clock?
It has, yeah, analog clock, and I don't know, this one actually kind of, I don't know if it was supposed to be silver, and it's just faded. It almost has like kind of like a brownish chrome look to it.
Oh, okay, copy that. Yeah, I got an old Midland base sitting here. I don't without pulling it out and looking at the back, but I was just curious. Yeah, that thing sounds good, man.
Yeah, I don't know why the carrier moves around on it. Jumps up after you're on it a little bit, and then it goes back down. I don't know. We'll just let it roll.
That's right. Maybe it'll cure itself.
Yeah, I hadn't seen nothing moving on the S meter here. But it has a nice slap when you key up. I can hear it.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the relay inside or the mic.
Don't worry about it. I like it. Slap. But you ain't dropping them all on anybody anonymously with that radio.
That's for sure.
Hey, 10-4.
On Classic Radio Roundup, the warm-up session. This thing sounding all right tonight?
Yeah, sounding good. Now, see, I got a little creaky in the mic there, but I do have my oscilloscope hooked up now. I can check the modulation.
What are you running, Pete?
Visually. I had a modulation meter, but it's kind of cool to look at.
Yeah, I don't have the O-scope going right now, but I actually still have the probe. The probe is actually still in there on the radio. All I'd have to do is turn the O-scope on. You know, I was waiting for that opening, blockhead, for somebody to ask me what it is that I'm running. Demco. Super Satellite.
Damn, yeah. Good.
Yeah, my big 3-piece radio. Come on.
Come on, yeah, it's working.
Yes, it is.
Haven Sandbagger.
Evening around the band. Classic Radio Roundup. On your AM radio dial.
Haven Bagger.
What's going on, Sandbagger? You running that big bad Trinidad? I am indeed.
Oh, man.
It's got some bodacious audio. Yeah, I always liked the Trinidad. So who's a good talker?
Yeah, Trinidad sounds hi-fi on this Demco Super Satellite, big old radio speaker in a box.
I'm not sure if I'm having problems or on this receiver or what, but you sound kind of fuzzy.
Oh no, with the fuzzy. Let's not go with the fuzzy. You see here. I should be alright.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Might be this receiver.
Sounds okay on my end.
Anybody else hear fuzzy out of the Super Satellite?
No, I don't.
Yeah, must be me then.
Dude, you're out there on the left.
Sounds okay. I'll put on my external speaker. I'm just running the speaker that's inside the radio here.
Well, everybody sounds good and hi-fi on this side, and Sparky's sounding real nice on that radio. No doubt about it. It's got that very, very natural, like you're sitting in the room. It's all the audio range.
What radio is that, Sparky? It's the infamous 13898B radio, base station Midland. Okay. It does have 2 real chunks of wood in the front of it there. Yeah, yeah, on the corners there. That's right, the rest is all simulated.
Here's some crossing the road.
There it is, sandbagger. F-layer fading away, and the E-skip is picking up. It's kind of early for springtime E-skip, but what the heck? There it is.
Yeah. I don't know why you sound funny. Nobody else does, but I listen on the Royce and you're fine. So it's this radio, but I don't know why.
Well, you don't know why, and I if you don't know, I really can't tell you.
It's just like a muddy kind of sound.
Well, I'll decouple my load a little bit and see if that makes any difference.
Yeah, it's only when it seems to be when you hit the voice peaks heavy, when you're just regular talking, it's not there. It's only on heavy voice peaks.
Well, that lends me to believe it's something in your radio because nobody else seems to notice it. And I hate to hear complaints when I'm running this Demco. Come on, because I got a lot of work into it, and I still don't have the cover back on it just for that reason.
Yeah, it's something in this radio, but I don't know what. I'm moving the delta tune around, figuring maybe it's a frequency thing, but that doesn't seem to help either. Oh, cat, you stink. Damn cat farted. Air freshener.
How about if I turn my tone control the other way? Well, I turned the tone control the other way, and I do believe there was a breaker. Stand by 1 sec.
That's right.
It's operator on. Yeah, tone control one way, tone control back where it was. I don't remember it making a whole lot of difference, but I think there was some.
Yeah, it's maybe my IFs are a little out of whack or something.
Yep, that's right. Transmit tone control on the Demco Super Satellite.
This thing annoys me enough, I'll switch to something else. I certainly have a few choices here. Yeah, I'm digging being able to check my mileage on the scope. I bought this T adapter from a company called, it was like something, not Panadapt, Unidapt. And they're, I don't know, 30 or 40 bucks. And you got to get the connectors for the two ends, whatever you want to, antenna connector you want to run. So it's a real nice RF sampler in that respect. So you can actually sample the RF. That's good. Yeah, it's from the cable industry. And the guy, when I talked to him, he didn't know if it would work down this low. I said, well, for 50 bucks or whatever, I'll give it a try. But yeah, because the next one up, they want 120 bucks for it or more. That's still cheap, really, when you think about it, for a scope.
Well, I wish you would have asked me first, because I got these empty box T adapters, and I made my own. A couple of .01 capacitors in there, in the T, and it's got, BNC connectors, 3 BNC connectors. It's basically an empty box, and then you put what you want in there, and I just put capacitors in there for sampling, and that's what I use. I made my own. I think it cost me about 15 cents.
Yeah, this doesn't have the scope. It's just the T with the BNC tap.
Yep, I got 2 other of those empty boxes in here. I'd have given you one.
These are pretty rugged. I don't know. I'll see how that works. If I tee off, obviously it's going to start degrading.
Well, these are pretty rugged too. They're made for the aircraft industry, actually, and they're extruded aluminum with 3 aircraft grade BNC connections on them. They came in a box of junk that I bought at some point or t'other, and I opened them up. They had this little plate on them. You take the 4 screws off and open the plate, and I'm like, there's nothing in there. I was like, ooh, homemade sampler, and that's what I did.
Yep, sniffer. Yeah, I got a bunch of those little things around. Oh, what's this? Okay, cut me out here. Yeah, I got a couple of those little homemade sampler cases with, connectors on either end. Why's that chopping out? This radio might be having some issues here.
Yeah, issues on Classic Radio Roundup. Yeah, there's no magic involved about it.
No, there never is. Yeah, it's working now at the moment. Dirty relay sockets.
Oh no, dirty tube sockets.
I have that affliction.
I'm actually hanging in here all right tonight. I've been working on other projects. The sun is staying up in the sky a lot longer. It's got me thinking down the motorcycle road, making preps for that. I think radio repair is done for the season.
Well, I'll never say it's done, but yeah, I was thinking about that. You know, as warm as it's been the last few days, that you would probably be itching to take the bike out, except for the fact that the roads are semi-flooded in spots with dirty, yucky, melted snow water all over them.
It's not the temperature that's keeping me from riding. It's that the roads are like a war zone.
Yeah. Between the potholes and the muddy, yucky water.
Loose gravel. Yeah, major streams crossing the road.
Yeah, imagine that babbling brook in front of your house is probably a raging stream right now.
I went outside tonight out front and like soak up a little sun. I'm like, what is that noise? Ah, it sounds like a river. Oh, it's my creek. You could hop on a kayak right now and ride my creek.
Yeah, same thing out back here. We heard it. I stepped out back. I was like, I can hear the waterfalls.
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck is that noise? Wow, I can see the water. You can't never see the water in my creek, but you can see it. It's wide. It's up as high as it's ever been.
That's all that melted snow.
It's all coming off that mountain, just running down.
Yeah, my front yard is really, in the last day, my God, my snowblower discharge piles went from being 2 feet deep to down about 6 inches deep, and the rest of that front yard's completely bare now.
Give it another 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. Well, we're supposed to get rain the end of the week, so that'll wash even more away.
Yeah, Saturday.
Yep.
I guess they say Friday night into Saturday.
That's right. You got the gate running there, Pete?
Yeah, and in 52 minutes I'll shut it off.
52, huh? You're even hedging your bet even more.
What? In 52 minutes I'm shutting it off. It's already been going for 8.
Okay. So you make it exactly an hour. Yeah, that's a pretty safe bet. So far, anyway.
I don't know what it is, but I am going to have to come up with another method. This will get us by for now. But as soon as I get ahead here, I'll come up with something else.
Well, we appreciate the effort. That's right.
It is sometimes a pain because it gets in the stinking way of me seeing the radio because the damn thing covers up the radio. I need a nice little tiny, one of them GoPro cameras or something.
I saw the guys at right on the radio. I saw the guys down at Micro Center, and the guy walked out with a handful of these Polaroid GoPros, little Polaroid brand, little cube, half the size of a GoPro. Yeah, what good's the quality? I wonder. It's good. It's brand new. I mean, it just came out, released. I was surprised to see Polaroid's name on it, but there it was. Yeah. My first digital camera was a Polaroid, but it took 640 by 480 size prints and fixed focus lens and no zoom. It was horrible. Yeah, these are supposed to be high quality. You know, I saw it on Good Morning America about a month or two ago, and then sure enough, the guy, I was like, hey, look at this. Hey, they sold them on TV, and that guy's taking a whole handful.
I take it they're cheap then. Have you walked away with that many of them?
I think they're $100. So what's that compared to a GoPro?
I don't know. I don't know what a GoPro sells for.
They got quite a few different levels of the GoPro. Cheap ones, I think, are under 100.
I want one of them drones with the camera on it. That'll be fun to fly around.
I hear someone out there in the background. They're trying to join in.
I'll let them join.
Who else was commenting on the GoPro? They said the Hero. Yeah, who is that operator? Oh, it's Tickle. Where the heck are you? Percy. Okay, I might be the only one to hear you.
Yeah, I barely hear him.
Yeah, I heard him say Percy, and that's about it. He's really into noise.
I'm sorry, Tickle. You know, you're making a trip down here, but I heard you trying to join in. That's all. Step back.
Useless noise. Useless noise. It's one thing to have skip, but useless noise.
Useless noise with no purpose.
I'm thinking he pulled that Connex out of his car and put a Cobra 29 in there.
Yeah, less power.
They call me the night train, and this is the night train mobile. Bring
Countywide.
I hear Connex out there.
Yeah, he is.
Hello. Yeah, man, I'm just running around doing daddy duties. We should be back in a little bit later for Classic Radio Roundup.
Evening, Night Train.
So as long as you don't leave daddy duty in your shorts, I guess you're okay.
There was another breaker.
That is correct. Let the breaker go.
Hey, who's shouting for Classic Radio Roundup? I hear you hollering. Who is it? Come on in here.
Hey, it's Al up here.
Hello, Al. Welcome to the Roundup. Sounding all right down this way. Well, I don't know what happened to you there, Al, but you're breaking up, and I didn't really get any of that.
Stuart, you have a radio of Stewart's?
You have a radio of Stewart's?
Yes, I do.
He said give it to Gary.
He said give it to Gary.
I don't know who Gary is. ITT. Sounds familiar, but I still don't know who it is.
Maria said send it DHL.
Just tell Stuart I'll bring it back to him if that's what he wants. But there's not really a whole lot I can do with it. I don't know what's the matter with it. It's too deep for me.
Yeah, he told me this afternoon or just a few minutes ago for you to give it to Gary. I don't know. You talk to Stuart. That's all I know.
10-4, I'll get a hold of Stuart, or Stuart can get a hold of me. I got the message, but I still don't know who. The call sounds familiar, but I don't know who it is.
Yeah, is this radio cleaning up any?
Well, you're not breaking up.
Well, how's the audio?
It's all right, I hear you. It's nothing spectacular. It's all right. When you're not breaking up, it's just fine.
-625 either now.
I got it. Side being brother coming.
Well, I'm on this big 3-piece Demco super satellite.
It's working up here, Pete. Well,
I hear you. I hear you. You are above the noise, but there is a lot of noise here on Classic Radio Roundup.
Catch you later, Al. Have a good night.
Yep, you too. Yep, I'll be listening.
Head for it.
Maybe the noise level will drop down. Good to hear you, Al. Sparky Wave. I think it's on its way. I still hear Sweaty Maria in there. I don't hear her at all.
It is less, but it's still there.
That's a whole lot better than it was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, we set the clocks ahead, so, you know, it's an hour earlier skip-wise.
Yeah, Mother Nature doesn't change her clock. Only us stupid humans do.
That's because something wrong with the human.
Yeah, there is. And there's got to be money in it for somebody, or we'd stop doing it.
I don't think there's no money in it.
Somebody, there's got to be. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing it.
I think they just got stuck in it.
I wish we'd stay on daylight savings time all year round.
Whenever we do stupid things required by law, I figure there's got to be money in it for somebody.
Didn't it have something to do with the war or the farmers or something or another? Yeah, I'm trying to ask.
Yeah, it had to do with farmers. Had to do with saving energy. Yeah, a whole lot of things.
Whose time has passed.
Yes, sir.
All I know is I like it in the summertime when it doesn't start getting dark till 9 o'clock.
That's right.
That's because we want to work in the yard.
Yeah. I come home from work and I gotta cut the lawn and do all kinds of stuff. If it gets dark, I can't do it.
The heck with working in the yard. That's more hours to ride motorcycle.
Okay, that works too.
And you guys were just complaining you didn't like it. Now all of a sudden you like it.
I never complain. I like daylight savings time.
Risk the benefits, Dave.
I said we should keep it all year round.
10-4. It'll still change on its own, won't it?
No. We change it.
No, in other words, wouldn't it like, in the wintertime, the sun would go down a little quicker than in the summertime? Would that happen, naturally?
Well, the day shrinks in size. I mean, you get you get less daylight and more night, yeah.
Yeah, I think that if they left it alone, it would take its natural course.
Well, yeah, but instead of getting dark at 9 o'clock, we'd get dark at 8 o'clock if we didn't go push the thing ahead. But there's no point in having daylight at 5 o'clock in the morning, so, you push the clock ahead and everything's cool.
You got a real mild feedback squeal in there. Won't they give us the right to push our clock wherever we want it?
Well, then everybody would be screwed up.
10-4, then it would be more like America. Freedom of clock.
Here's a piece of American trivia for you. Prior to the establishment of the cross-country railroad system in the United States, every community set their clocks however they felt their clocks needed to be set. It wasn't until the railroad came into existence that, okay, wait a minute, the government stepped in and now we need a standard time throughout the country. Prior to that, everybody did what they wanted to do.
See that?
Well, yeah, when you're in little isolated towns that aren't connected with anybody else and no internet, no phone, no wires, nothing, you can make it whatever time you want locally.
That's right. That's the way it was. And then they started needing to coordinate train stops. Like, wait a minute, we all got to get together on this time thing.
They work by the clock or work by the sun and the moon. That's what they use. We'll be late.
That's right.
When it was light out, you went to work. When it was dark, you quit working.
Nowadays they got all kinds of lighting to take care of that. out in a cornfield.
Oh yeah, you'd be surprised the lighting that farm equipment has.
Oh, you mean like on the tractor?
Yes, on the tractors.
Oh yeah, I've seen them reaping corn in the middle of the night. Heck yeah, they got bright lights on them things.
You gotta go to the Amish, the real Amish. That's where you don't have the lights on the tractors, because they don't have tractors.
Yeah, they put candles on their horses. Funny thing is, candles aren't very bright.
Well, I find it funny. You see the buggies all running around now. They got battery-powered lights on the buggies. All right. Now, how we recharging them batteries, I wonder?
Probably got a generator, man. When the horse pulls the buggy, the generator goes around, and voila.
Yeah, I got a bicycle generator.
Yeah, but it's not the case. They have actually the, what is it, the head priest or whatever, they're allowed to have the generator, and everybody brings their battery to him.
The giver of all electric.
They can't have no CB radio.
No. Your Indian was having Amish on the channel now going, break up.
Somebody said cold break.
Yeah, we've been out to the horse and boogie now.
They're going to Woodstein. That's where you going?
Better watch what you say. Levi's liable to be listening.
Was that, Corway?
Better watch what you're saying. Levi's liable to be listening.
Boy, good now.
I saw an Amish guy buying ham radio equipment at Timonium one year.
Stop in the Schwingsville now for a ham ogre with Uncle Yosh.
Yeah, Uncle Yosh should have a brewski.
I heard you, Blockbuster.
Yeah, I just sat there and watched it. I couldn't believe my eyes.
I guess he wasn't a pure Amish, because I don't know where he would plug it in.
I don't know what he had going on. I just sat there, I was like, wow, no kidding.
They don't have no telephones. Maybe they secretly use amateur radios to communicate between their homes.
Maybe.
You know, shh, just don't tell anybody.
Some of them have phones out in the field, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's like each little church community is able to make up the rules a little bit how they want. They do seem to use some technology, but on a very limited basis.
Yeah, it's really weird, you know. But yeah, I over outside of Honeybrook, I could show you an Amish farm, and out on the one tree, darn if there isn't a phone with a little thing over to keep it dry.
Well, it's not in the house.
Technically, yeah, you know.
Must be at Green Acres where they used to have to climb the phone pole to talk on the telephone.
How's it going, everyone?
Hello, Ron.
See, my courier just got down.
Later, Ron.
Is that the Courier 23?
No, this is a Centurion 40 channel sidebander.
Oh, the Centurion.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. Bassy sounding. Thought it was a tube radio.
No, no tubes in this one.
That's a smooth sounding radio. Hello, Operator Ron. Classic Radio Roundup 27115 on the AM radio dial.
You got that right.
Hey there, Skeeter. Skeeter.
Skeeter.
Hello, Skeeter and Cheryl the Peril.
Hello!
You heard her and she's yelling at the dog?
Oh, yeah, I heard her as loud as I heard you.
God. Hey, it is Cheryl.
Hello? I'm loud, yes, very loud.
Oh. Well, lots of offsuit base stations checking into the roundup. Breaker.
Yep, old Cheryl the Pearl sounded like she's sitting right here in the room with me. My dogs were coming.
My cat got up and left. Be one of those D104 radios.
No accounting for cats.
I think the cat got up and left, huh? Yeah. It's an antisocial cat. Therefore, you got two of them over here too. Sounds like a quiet roundup. What's going on? I don't know. It's still early.
Quiet? Heck, there's hardly able to get a word in edgewise, not to mention the background skip noise level. But yeah, we've been pretty busy on here. How about it? We're all in here. The gang's all here.
That's right. 10-4. 10 Roger Dodger. Just got back from Advance Auto. I had to put some new headlight bulbs in her car.
I was trying to tell you that, Skeeter.
What, Ron?
You forgot.
I was trying to tell you that the light was out.
I know. Whenever I get the best Sylvanias they got, cost me $50. They don't look like no different than what was in there.
You need new lens covers.
Does anybody else's car use, what is it there? I think it's 35, 57 bulbs, and damn plastic sort of bulbs now. They slide into the socket instead of, the twist turn bayonet of the old 1157s. And them damn things seem to burn out all the time on me.
Nobody here, but hers, the Sylvania, like them extra brights and bright vision ones, and every time I put them in there and in my truck, at least once a year, one of them will burn out.
Yeah, I'm talking about turn signal bulbs, not the headlight bulbs. Yeah, I had a similar issue with headlight bulbs for a while. This one would burn out, that one would burn out like every 6 months or to a year, it seemed like. And then I got the, expensive Sylvania ones, and so far so good. But damn turn signal bulbs. These turn signal bulbs actually seem like they're made out of plastic or something, and they got like just the wire, wrapped around the end where the socket part is. You push it into the plastic cheesy socket, man, and damn things just seem to burn out all the time.
I know exactly what you mean. We got a lot of them bulbs, and they don't look like a good, like an old 1157 used to look like a solid piece of light bulb. They kind of look like they're molded together in halves, and they kind of look plastic.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think the number's 3657. I think that's right. But yeah, that's what my car uses for turn signal bulbs, and for I keep a freaking set in my glove box because I never know when the damn thing's gonna go.
It's because you ran out of blinker fluid. You gotta lubricate them every now and again there, Pete.
I even put dielectric grease on them in the sockets and everything, and that seemed to make them last a little bit longer.
I just blame it on cheap new stuff.
Yeah, plastic light bulbs. I had to laugh. And then they got these little tiny thin wires they bend around for the contacts, and they just seem like they're always burnt and cooked, and just there's just not enough area for the current.
There was a class action suit about those Sylvania blue headlights. What did they call them? Silver lights or something? Silver bright? Yeah, 10-4. I got the letter in the mail. I got $1.
And the lawyers got about 100 million more of those.
That's all that ever wins is the lawyers. All I ever get's $1. Did you ever get that in the mail? Class action lawsuit, and you open it's like $1.50. Like what?
Just think, that could turn into $1 million if you get the right numbers with it.
That's true.
Oh, you just reminded me I got Valentine's scratch-offs.
Scratch and sniff?
Yep.
Well, I was going to spend this time getting my Mark III up and running, but I think I'll just hang out on the radio. I got all my parts the other day.
Oh, that's cool.
Breaker. Hello, Tickle. Checking in is the Tickle. Check it out.
Evening, Tickle.
Evening, everybody.
What's going on?
Nothing. You were 100% right. Cobra 29 in the pickup up.
I heard you, and you were like, you know, kind of ghost talking, but it was all right. I heard everything you were saying.
Hello, Tickle Countywide.
I've got to ask, what radio are you on?
Yeah, there's the open door. Demco Super Satellite.
I actually knew what radio you were on. I was just letting you do it.
I want the open door, and I'll take it.
Anybody guess what I'm using? That sounds like a Browning. I think it was a dead giveaway. Possibly.
What radio am I using?
I'm thinking of Bangle.
Negative.
Cobra 130?
Negative.
Cobra 2000.
Negative.
139.
That's it, 139.
Oh, I was close.
Operator.
Ron gets the prize. You better give him that dollar skier. Yeah, I'll just sign that $1.50 check over to you.
Thank you. You send it to Pico. They're going to need it.
Anybody going to the boat show this weekend? As much as I'd like to, probably not. I'd like to go too, but they whack you as soon as you get in the door. Was it $20 to get in? Are you kidding me? It's up to $20. I'm definitely not going. Whatever it is, it's not really worth it. Unless you get a good deal on something, but you take you, your wife, your kids, or whatever, and you spend $80 before you get in there. It's ridiculous.
I go down with my fire card. I get right in for free. Go on Sunday, like 2 hours before closing. They'll let you in for free.
I will pay for Sparky to get in, and you go around to the fire exit and let us all in.
That's a big 10-4.
Where's everybody?
Hello, Night Train.
Skeeter, it is your night train, Mobile. And we are on the move.
Very cool. Roger Dodger. You know what boats I like down there, Bagger? Was them kind of mini-looking trawlers. That was a pretty cool boat. Yeah, if you don't mind going slow.
There's another break in there.
Was it Maria?
No, but whoever was breaking be hard to get over right now. See? Avante. Otro.
Tequila.
The old sweaty Maria is coming in pretty good right now, ain't she? But I did hear that breaker too trying to get in. 27115.
Green card.
They're all going to come here now for tax refunds. I can't get one, but people that didn't pay in, they'll get one.
Cerveza. You didn't get a tax refund?
You kidding? I make way too much money to get a tax refund. They just take it all.
Oh, I get one every year.
You know, I have it set up so I try to make it that way that they take whatever they're going to take, and I'm not giving them a tax-free loan for the year. Heck no.
Yeah, you got a point there. My neighbor does the same exact thing.
Well, you ain't got a reason to complain you don't get a refund.
Yeah, but they sure do take plenty, believe me. I don't want to give them any extra to sit there and let them take the interest when I can. F them.
When are we continuing over from Sunday night?
FM. This radio doesn't have FM.
I don't have FM, but I do have Civil Air Patrol.
No stag at all. You better put a cap on that.
Yep, there is a cap on it.
I'm only in 23 channels.
Built-in ground plane and beam, 2-position antenna switch with a built-in dummy load. That's high end. That's high end. Come on.
They made an amp for that also.
I saw that in that ad that somebody put on Grumpy's.
Yes, sir.
There's all kinds of stuff there that I never knew of. That little mobile, solid state, I bet that was pricey in its day.
That one link I put up there links to a picture of a stack of them, Stacko Demcos, man. And they had the amp there and some like remote control for the amp head or something.
Yeah, the guy had the Demco graveyard or whatever. He had the deluxe. He had the super satellite like this and the super satellite later. He had them all represented, plus the amp, a couple other pieces of parts. I'm like, man, where do you find that kind of stuff?
Look out there.
Yeah, they find it. Where you at there, Night Train?
I'm getting ready to go up Night Train Hill. I headed for the home 20.
10, Roger. You got something warming up there?
Oh, no. Oh, no, not as far as radio. No.
Oh, it's Tim.
I came home momentarily and then went back out to do daddy duty, so it was kind of turned upside down in the house, man. She's preparing the taxes. 10-4.
10-4. Mine's been done for 3 weeks. I just never went over there to sign them yet.
Yeah, well, we gotta actually take everything that she prepared to the account. You know what I mean? And have all of that done, so. But it's a lot of garbage, you know, that she puts together, and I'd just rather not be home while she's doing all of that.
Lord, you sure Pearl took care of that for me this year? Because she wants the bathroom done.
Roger that. Yeah, I went bike riding today. I did 12 miles, man, after work.
It was a good day for it.
It's beautiful. Everybody was out there, man. Wow.
I did a couple 100 yards.
10-4 in the yards. Oh, yeah. What about it, Blockbuster? You doing marathons now?
Ah, yeah.
10-4? Where'd you go from the room to the bathroom?
I had to go to the doctor.
Oh, no. That was hard for you, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's the hardest part is getting in and out of the truck.
Oh, you should be in a car right now.
Yeah, well, I wasn't. Rough it.
You didn't drive yourself, did you?
Nah, my niece took me down.
There was a breaker out on this side.
Let him go.
All right, go ahead, breaker.
How you doing? This is Cece down here in Town Manson.
Oh, CC, Tal Mensa, man. Long time no here. Welcome to Classic Radio Roundup.
Just want to say 73 is everybody out here. Someone out there real far away, but I can hear them.
All right. Anybody else copy CC over there in Tal Mensa?
Yeah, I hear CC, but 73 is saying goodbye. You want to say hello to say hello. Countywide radio.
That individual.
Yeah, I hear you, CC. You got the Spitfire here. Spitfire 441. And I'm over here around Sanatoga. Yeah, I got a copy on you. You're up and out on the noise floor. Go ahead.
That's a Roger. I got a good 3S unit in Talmenson.
10-4 in the Talmenson. Well, your Talmenson radio is making it over here to Sanatoga. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance here on Classic Radio Roundup every Wednesday night from 8 to 10 on Channel 13. 441 to Spitfire, and I'm going to step onto the side, and maybe somebody else wants to say hello to you there, CC. Pleasure's all on this end, 441 on Classic Radio Roundup.
73 to you, 441. CC over here in Sauterton.
CC, do you hear 44 Dave in Zieglerville?
How about it, CC? You got 044 quarter wave Dave, Roger. That's a Roger. I got a 044 Dave, I heard something like that. I heard a Dave for sure. Roger, Roger, just wanted to let you know we hear you good over here. You guys are making a good trip, and I got an old Antron. 10 for the old Antron. I heard Tim out there too. Hits me really well over here, Dave. Everyone's hitting really good, even from distance. How about it, CC? You got tickle up here in Sauterton? Yeah, you're having it. I figured I would.
Hello there, CC. Operator Skeeter at the Lhasa Apsu base station. Operator Skeeter at the Lhasa Apsu base station.
Sounding good. Just a little bit less than Mr. Tickles. I tell you, everyone's sounding up around the 4s and higher.
Well, good to hear you in there. Welcome to the roundup.
That's Roger. 73 to you too. I just go by CC or 717 or 784. 717 with a Delta way back west.
Saying Roger. I'll let the other guys give it a try. Tickle, I did hear you amazingly good the other night all the way down the Blue Route. I didn't say nothing, but I was trucking on down through there, and I heard you plain as day. Then I heard people getting back to 044 calling him, but I didn't hear him.
Yeah, me and 44 were out there shooting a little skip, having a little fun. Yeah, man, you couldn't hear me. Shame on you.
Well, I did hear you in the beginning until I hit the bottom of 422, and that was it. Then I heard Tickle about most of the way down 476.
Okay, that's because I flipped to horizontal. That's why you didn't hear me. Yeah, I was on the other night too. I was home from work and I was trying to call people.
Alrighty then. Yeah, give a shout. You never know who'll be out there on 27115.
On your AM radio dial. international call channel?
27.555.
That's illegal. That's out of band, and that would be lower sideband.
That would be upper sideband.
No, they use lower up there too. But 38 is where they use for DX and a lot.
Yeah, I remember there was a special call channel for the Deltas too at a certain time of day all the time.
There was a distant breaker out there. Go ahead, breaker, for the classic radio roundup. I just couldn't pull you out. Try it again, breaker, for the roundup.
I think he said night shift mobile.
It's real tough. Mexico's back in, man, big time.
I'm on a Mexican whoa radio.
Okay, let them know that we did hear him for a second.
And only a second.
Yeah, quite a few mobile check-ins tonight.
Must be Mobile night. One of these days we'll have to do a mobile roundup, I think.
I run mobile radios without hesitation. I don't see them any different than as a base, other than I gotta hook up some power.
No, here you need a mobile radio on the base. He meant being out in the mobile.
Base, you want the big box, man. It's gotta have the big box with the big meters and the clock and the lights and all the bells and whistles.
Okay, did you mean a mobile edition, like where we're all out in the mobile?
Well, either one actually. It could be a roundup with just mobile radios, or I was really referring to being out in the mobile.
That was 44's idea.
Well, we talked about this before. We were talking about building like period radios. Finding an old 1970s car and putting a 23-channel radio in it with a tube amplifier and a 102-inch whip hanging off the back bumper.
I just got a Tram XL 100 I'd like to restore.
I'll mount my Metrotech Pacer up under the dash.
I've still got a foot locker.
There you go. That's perfect.
And I've got my Royce that'll run on 12 volt.
I got a couple candidates. Most notably, I guess, my Lafayette SSB 50A.
On the extreme, there's the Metrotech Pacer. But reality, it'd probably be the Pinto SSB.
Crico. Yeah, that Pinto SSB would probably be a better candidate.
Yeah, but it'd be more fun to drive around in some old vintage Chevy with my Metrotech Pacer hanging up under the dash and a 102-inch whip mounted on a ball on the freaking fender.
On the fender? No, you gotta use one of them chain mounts off the bumper.
No, I like the ball mounts. Just drill a hole right in the fender.
Ouch.
Remember those? Especially like Chevy Impalas. They seem to like to drill a hole and mount them on the side there, and then they'd use that clip and have it all bent.
Book score.
That's what I used to have on my Mercury, is the ball mount on the back fender.
Oh, yeah. For those who wanted to drill holes, the rest of us put dual chain or strap mounts on the bumper.
Yeah, those were pretty popular too. And then there was the trunk lip mount whip antennas, they started showing up.
That's what I had in the center of my trunk, towards the window, yep.
1963 Chevy 2 two-door sedan. Had a Lafayette Mobile and two 102s off of chain mounts on the bumper co-phase with RGB, the big fat stuff.
That's overkill.
I was 17. I didn't know any better.
Just look cool.
Yeah, co-facing is kind of cool too. Makes it look like a tuna boat, but they don't work real effective until you're at least a quarter wavelength apart, and that's kind of hard to do in a car.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, it was a '63 Chevy to a little '63 Nova. If they were 4 foot apart, I'd been surprised.
It's alright. A guy I knew had a Subaru with twin fiberglass 102-inch whips on the back.
Oh no, I had the stainless.
Oh, you like the fiberglass better because they didn't wiggle around as much, not so much signal signal waiver.
I did it for a little bit on my 92 Chevy Silverado. I had the tuna boat thing going on. I had the the diamond plate toolbox up on the back there behind the window, and 102 stainless steel whips in my President Jackson. That was in the Channel 29 days there, Dave.
Absolutely. And in case anybody's wondering, I did switch radios. Because I probably didn't. Nobody probably noticed.
Here you go, Spitfire. When I'd stop real fast with those 102s off the bumper, because I had them wrapped around the corner on the side of the car, where the bump, because like back then your metal bumper used to wrap around the car. When I'd stop real fast, the driver's side wasn't steady. In fact, I only had one mirror on the car. That's all it came with. The whip would come down and smack the mirror.
That's a lot of flex.
Hey, Bagger, that's a good thing when people don't notice you swap radios, you know what I mean? Consistent audio.
Yeah, I'm now running a Lafayette Telsat SSB 140.
It sounds like your standard Sandbagger transmitter.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, very consistent audio. That's good.
He's been consistent for 25 or 30 years.
Nah, not really. I used to be one of those kind of guys that like to clip limiters, when I was in my younger days.
Well, as long as I've known you, you've always sounded more or less the same, plus or minus. But when you're talking right now, it's the Wayback Machine for me. It's like talking to you when you're up there and back in Channel 29 days. That's what you sounded like.
I guess I started dialing the limiters back about that time. I used to put them back in Goose's radio because he used to have the mic up too high all the time.
I remember when I first started talking to you, and then I found out you were a ham. I'm like, oh, he's one of them ham guys. And then I found out you had the 220 repeater. I'm like, whoa, 220 megahertz repeater. Wow, this guy, uh-oh. Pay attention to what this guy's got going on.
Little did you know, right?
Yeah, just another goofball like me.
Yeah, that's all. Just a few years ahead.
That's all.
We all goofballs.
Long distance breaker, I think. Yeah, I can just about hear him. Who's out there trying to get into this classic radio roundup? Bring it back. Hello, No Streak Mobile. No Streak Mobile. I do hear you on Classic Radio Roundup. 441 the Spitfire on my Demco Super Satellite. Yeah, I kind of lost you in the noise that last time. Try it again, No Streak. Let us know where you are.
I'm sitting in the King of Prussia Mall.
Roger, Roger, and the King of Prussia Mall. I'm sure there may be others that have you. Probably Operator Ron's got a good copy, but I hear you when the noise is settled down on my Demco Super Satellite. Nice to hear you in there, No Streak, and I got you on the gate on Classic Radio Roundup.
Good copy there, No Streak. Operator Ron over here, Valley Forge.
So, Ron, how you doing? I heard you a couple nights ago. You were talking to Quarterway News. I dropped myself at his work out there in Morris Grove.
Hey, Roger, when that? All right, back to the crowd here. Sound loud and clear. Yeah, you got that right.
Hey, hello, Gunslinger.